He's left the yellow, but can he get to the green? I think he can. So it's going to be green to brown. That determines this final.
Can Judd Trump steal it on the last ball? Because he needs them all.
He's played to knock it out.
Two.
He could have so easily dropped in behind it, but he didn't fancy it. And now, does he play the pot or the snooker? The snooker's easy.
Judd Trump, 2.
He didn't fancy the green, dropping in behind it. And you can't blame him at this stage of the match. Another chance for Trump. And this is a good one. Hope he doesn't play it right-handed. He is doing.
Three.
It's down to Trump. He needs them all.
4 balls to go.
His heart will be bouncing. And I don't know what he must be thinking.
7.
He's under-hit it by a long way.
You just knew it couldn't be straightforward. Is the hope for Robertson yet? Can you believe we've come down to blue, pink and black? 8 minutes to 1 in the morning.
I don't know if he can hold this, dropping it in. He may have to play in and out of balk. He could take it to the corner, a lot more difficult. And it's just about hard enough. Great shot that on the blue. No, he's missed it. That is pure
Trump, 12.
out and out pressure. He only needs the pink. Neil Robertson.
Well, he had it in his hands there, but you could see the pressure he was under. It's inevitable after such a match, such a long match, such a battle. They've both thrown absolutely everything at it. This was effectively to win, wasn't it? He was going to be on the black here. The pink stayed out.
This isn't an easy pink, by the way, but surely worth a go at it.
I don't think anything's easy right now. Robertson needs the pink for victory.
And it's there.
6. Very much.
Well, what a finish, what a match, what a battle between these two. Maybe not the final we were expecting. In the end, Neil Robertson has outlasted Judd Trump rather than beaten him. It's 6 minutes to 1 in the morning. There's no wild celebrations. He's absolutely exhausted. But for the third time, Neil Robertson is UK champion. He's beaten Judd Trump 10-9.
What an epic final. It is a shame there has to be a runner-up. But he steps forward to collect the silver medal from the table and a cheque for £80,000, Judd Trump. And the winner, stepping forward to pick up a cheque for £200,000, the trophy and the title, 2020 Betway UK champion. It's the hat-trick for Neil Robertson.
Well, he's exhausted now, but this is what he came for, the trophy, and he's on that roll of honour for a third time in pretty exalted company. I thought Trump was incredibly gracious, considering the lateness of the hour and the disappointment. So Neil Robertson then wins another ranking title. It's his 19th. Judd Trump, understandably, looking for the exit door, leaving the moment to Neil Robertson. Yeah, 2013, 2015, and finally in 2020 he's got the job done. It took a long, long time. We'll remember this final for a long, long time. But congratulations to Neil. He's the champion.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Eurosport and day one of the Scottish Open. 9 hours until that tournament starts here on Eurosport. It is 1 minute past 1 on Monday morning, and the most successful non-British player of all time has added a UK championship to his trophy cabinet.
Judd, if I can start with you, these are always the hardest interviews, and if you could just pick your mic up for me, I'd be very kind. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Can you put into words, Judd, what you two have just been through?
It was an epic battle, really, and yeah, it's tough to take. I just bottled it in the end. Simple as that. I had an easy brown to screw back. I tried to stun it just because I was under pressure and ended up messing up. When you said bottled it, what do you mean? You just like nerves got you at the end? Yeah, just the pressure got to me, and I would never have missed from there normally, but just the pressure, the whole length of the game, like just what had happened before. It was such a slog that I was probably trying too hard. Same with Neil, and yeah, it obviously would have made for good viewing, but yeah, obviously for me it's devastating, really. Absolutely, and these are always the toughest interviews that we ever do at these snooker matches as well, but there are many, many people still up. They've stayed up watching this monumental battle this evening. Anything you want to say about your opponent tonight? Yeah, he's an amazing player. He thoroughly deserved his win. It was a very tough game. It always is, and is always a battle when we play each other. It's always fun, and it's a game that I always get excited by, and hopefully I can learn from that. And well done to Neil as well. Well said, Judd, and commiserations. As I say, these are always the hardest interviews that we have to do. Thank you very much indeed for providing us with some magnificent snooker this week. We've loved watching you, so thank you very much indeed. And Neil, if you could be so kind to pick up that microphone to your left. I have to stay here because of the restrictions, obviously, but again, can you put into words what you two guys have been through tonight?
Just unbelievable what Judd has just said there after that game, and you know, I would have been just as gracious if I were to be defeated as well. And I mean, the green left right-handed just played it perfect, and maybe if he just screws back a bit further, he's absolutely perfect on the brown. And there was like a lot of good stuff, and to use a quote Mark Williams used, it almost got so bad it was so good at one stage because, you know, we're both trying so hard, and you know, we don't want frames to go that length. We like to win frames in one visit with big breaks, but when there's so much on the line, and maybe the fact I'd lost my previous 2 finals, maybe I started trying just a little bit too hard and maybe brought Judd down a bit. But we're both gladiators out there, even without a crowd. We're still just trying so hard to win. A really good friend of mine who had so much of an impact on my career when I was younger. Jimmy White knows him really well. Jimmy used to see him a lot of the time in the 80s when they used to go over to Australia for snooker tournaments. He sadly passed away a few months ago, and he kept saying to me, he says, he was one for stats. He goes, just make sure you keep winning a tournament every year like you have done since 2006. And so, and he sadly passed away. This one's for Peter Worth and for his family back home. I'm so sorry to hear that. I couldn't do it previous to, mate, but I'm really, really happy I could get it done for you today, mate. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Beautiful words. And can I just ask you, Neil, just before we hand over and you get this wonderful trophy as well, what is it like? Because it's so tough, isn't it? These are such unusual circumstances. What is it like to play such a showpiece final in the world of snooker with no crowd? So usually you two walking out, when it's 9 apiece, you'd have probably had a rapturous applause from a brilliant crowd. Just how difficult is it to maintain that composure? Yeah, I mean, a couple of times in the match, I could sense that Judd could sort of sense blood from me. I think I was struggling a bit a couple of times, and then I found a way to get back into the match. And then at 9-all, he was, oh look, it was absolutely crazy to decide it because he was so unlucky. Well, actually, I made when he was 9-8 up, he made an unbelievable break. And if the cannon goes any better, it's match over 10-8. And then I did one of the best clearances of my career, probably the bravest shot I've ever taken on the brown in the middle. If I miss it, I lose.
It's a great shot.
And yeah, I think it was a match that was full of highlights of unbelievable misses, great tension, and even without a crowd, I'm sure everyone at home really enjoyed it.